everybody.
Welcome, welcome.
Spooky. It's almost Halloween.
It's a spooktober.
Spooktober. So yeah, we're celebrating Halloween week with a bunch of different Halloween-themed episodes. Obviously, yesterday's coffee was not themed.
It wasn't spooky.
It wasn't spooky. It was great coffee. You should check that out. But today we're going to continue our spooky theme. So if you do like what we're doing, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. And it's always been a stretch to find themes for alcohols for holidays. Sometimes we can do it, sometimes we can't. It's difficult to get a themed liquor that we actually have or can get for our holidays.
But turns out terrible.
But this one is the perfect theme because you've actually had this before, I think. This is the Walking Dead Bourbon.
I don't think I've had this one.
I thought you had this like several years ago. So this is a Walking Dead bourbon. It's inspired by the TV show The Walking Dead. It's put out by Skybound Entertainment, the people that produce The Walking Dead, and Diego, the big distillery. There's a lot of movie-themed alcohols from this organization. We do have another one coming up. They do a Star Trek one and all sorts of cool stuff. But this one is The Walking Dead. It is 47% or 94 proof. No age statement. It is a bourbon. And the cost is kind of interesting. I bought this for $19.99. However, I looked today and it was on our local big box store for $29.99. So that's the difference between a 4 and a 3 barrel. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at $29.99, which is going to make it a 3 barrel just because that's the current price.
What it's going at.
Mm-hmm.
Because the supply chain, because it's hard
Sure.
to get the whiskey through the zombies.
Or it's the holidays and they jack the prices up. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's hard to get whiskey through the zombies to the store.
I bought this in Tennessee, so Tennessee is a completely different. Sorry, you hear all that. Different price. So it's a really cool bottle. It's called The Spirits of the Apocalypse, The Walking Dead Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and it's inspired by the show, so it's got a kind of cool things on it. Looks like there's a, back here you can't really tell, but there's a little like zombie hands ripping the paper apart. Kind of cool.
Have you ever watched The Walking Dead?
I've watched the first 3 or 4 seasons, but it's difficult for me to watch shows that go on forever, ever. There's very few shows that I've watched the entire series.
Yeah, I've watched pretty much most of it, but the last couple seasons are kind of, it's getting like, it's the same, you know.
Well, but it's also gets into the point where gore and violence overshadows the storyline, and that's just really not my thing. So I don't know. So I know it's a very popular show, and I think there's a couple spin-offs for it, but this is the Walking Dead Bourbon. It's a 3 barrel on cost, and we're going to go ahead and do our review.
It smells like rotten flesh. Not just kidding. just kidding.
So it's a 3-barrel on cost because it is $29.99. It would be a 4-barrel on cost if it was what I got it for. For aroma, I actually gave it a 4. You gave it a 3. What are your thoughts on the aroma?
There's the little mapley syrup, kind of, just a little.
Okay.
And little spearmint and the herbal tea thing.
Okay. I gave it a 4 because I think it is a very nice bourbon-esque aroma to it. Dark cherry, oak and char, vanilla, banana, kind of like the Runts candy banana.
A little bit of almond on the.
Okay, almond. It's a really good flavored bourbon, and that's where it stops for me. So for flavor, we each gave it a 3.
It's a little black pepper. It's got a little oak to it, but not. It's not like a charred oak or.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a zombie oak. I don't know.
I said it had a slight hints of spearmint, chocolatey, cherry, a little bit like a bourbon, and some banana and your black pepper. But it's very, I don't know, muted, and it's got a kind of an off flavor to it.
There's nothing really pronounced in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Nothing jumps out at you.
No, it smells great. The flavor is, I would probably pass. It's not horrible.
No, it's
but
not.
I think that you're paying probably 75% for the label, Walking Dead, and it's not.
If it was $20, yeah, but
Yeah.
if it's $30, I don't think.
For bite, we each give it a 3. There's no real bite, but it's got a funky, lingering, I don't know, back into it that's just, it's got a little burn in my back. And I put water in it, and it just exploded the alcohol on the aroma. It just like bam, which wasn't there initially. So if I dropped the water in there, I had no way I was going to give this a 4. I think it's a really cool bottle, really cool gimmicky thing. It's not a bad whiskey. It's just not. No. It's a one and done for me.
Tell you the truth, I'd like to like it more because I've watched almost all the seasons, and you know, if they're going to give it that name, you wish it would be better.
Yes, I think it would be better. I mean, we've tried so many celebrity whiskeys and celebrity alcohols that have been iffy. Last week we tried 2 really good ones, so that were spectacular, but normally they're just, you're paying for the name.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna like make something this from a show or something, you should like bump it up to like, instead of just.
Well, and I think that's the deal with a lot of. Now we haven't tried any. We have another one from this company coming up, but we haven't tried any of the other ones that I know of. I could be wrong. That are movie-based, celebrity-based. Pretty sure we haven't. But I think that a lot of people who do celebrity whiskeys or celebrity vodkas and whatever are like, oh, cool, I'm doing a celebrity, and they don't really know.
Yeah.
They don't know. So, I don't know.
And
Tell us what you think.
I just think if you're gonna do something, market it for that, you should just pick it up a notch to make it, instead of just the average.
Yeah. I agree with you. Tell us what you think about the Walking Dead bourbon. It's been around for a few years, so we're probably latecomers to the review, but definitely want to know your feeling about it. Make sure that you do check out all of our other videos this week. They're kind of fun and exciting because they're all Halloween themed.
Spooky.
Tell us what you think about the themed weeks, because we do have some holidays coming up. Cody and I sat down and kind of scheduled out the next 2 months. So we have the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays here in America, and those were very difficult to come up with themes for those. So.
Well, I think for cocktails.
Cocktails was easier.
You could probably do like one every day of the week.
We didn't have any problem with the cocktail aspect. It was the whiskeys and liquors. So tell us what you think. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's good whiskey and great whiskey. This is good whiskey.
This is good.
Low end good.
If you found it during the zombie apocalypse, you'd probably drink it.
Pretty sure Skybound Entertainment's gonna give us some sort of strike and take our video down since we're not glowing about them.
This is the best one.
Cheers.
Laters.